The content in this video will be showed. DIY a QRP Pixie kit and modified it to suit your own circumstances. Step by step in details. This is the kit I bought from AliExpress, which is a set of the simple, small power, and 40 meters Pixie ham radio parts and components. A picture printed on the paper must be a small empty board here. Also, there is a circuits diagram. All loose parts and components are printed on the paper. They are here as showed. These parts and components will be soldered on the small empty board here. Soldering has been just finished. Let me clean things up. The pair of these wires are for the antenna, which is red in color. Black wire is for the earth. The pair of those wires are for the DC power supply, which red is the positive. Black is the negative, or the earth. Placing 8 terminals chip of LM386, which its function is the audio amplifier, into its socket on the board. And make sure it seats there properly. That's it. All done. As I mentioned earlier, these wires are for the antenna. Those wires are for the DC power supply. This jack socket is for a key. That jack socket is for earphone, or speaker amplifier. Although the Pixie set should be alright for receiving the signal, I decided to add an antenna amplifier for a better reception. This small unit cost little. Plus a DIY made adapter, which will be screwed to here, and adapter's other end to joint the antenna's cable. Those antenna's wires will be connected on this end of the antenna amplifier. The thin black and red wires are for the antenna amplifier's DC power supply. This is a DIY-made DC power distribution board, which has the functions of the DC power on and off indication, and anti-polarity. The antenna bracket, DC power input socket with its bracket. All components here will be connected and fixed together. Alright, they have been connected and secured on a wood board. The Pixie unit is here. The distribution board and DC power socket. This adapter is no longer needed. Because of using the antenna cable's adapter instead. And so will be the antenna bracket. Let me explain the wire's connections. Red wire from the DC power socket is connected to the top of pin connector, and black wire connected to the second pin connector. Red wire from the bottom of the pin connector is connected to the Pixie positive, and black wire from the second bottom connected to its negative. Also the thin red and black wires connected to the antenna amplifier, as the same way. This is a DC power on and off indicator. This red wire is the antenna amplifier's output to the Pixie input. The Pixie ground wire is connected to the second top of pin connector. In fact, the second and third pin connectors are the same. The input supply power is DC 9 volt to 12 volt. This jack socket is for a key. And that buzzer will be sound when the key is using. The jack socket here is for the earphone, or speaker amplifier. This potentiometer can be adjusted for the output volume, and a bit of frequency as well. A 12-volt battery as the supply power. Connecting it to this Pixie set, which has the functions of transmitter and receiver. The power indicator is on now. Connecting the key to the Pixie set. The antenna cable is not going to join the Pixie set at this stage, for avoiding to transmit when operating the key. 1, 2, 3. The sound came out from that buzzer. Now connecting a speaker amplifier. So we can hear what's going on from the Pixie set when the antenna connected. This antenna cable other end has been connected a vertical antenna with 6.7 meters in height, which its reception rate almost the same as a quarter of 40-meter vertical antenna. Because of its 10 meters antenna's wire in U-shape upside down configured. Connecting the antenna cable straight to the Pixie set, bypassed the antenna amplifier. To see what's difference comparing to previously. The audio volume level started as before. Now it has to be adjusted much higher level though. The Pixie set is resonating on 7.023 MHz. The audio is from radio stations. The quality of sound can be fine-tuned from the antenna's coil by changing the alligator position on the coil. Have not received any message of ham radio related. Let me change the cable back with the antenna amplifier. Certainly very loud. It needs to adjust to lower volume level. So added the antenna amplifier has made the input signal stronger. I did adjusted the potentiometer here, it was almost no effect on Pixie set. So far. If the antenna cable doesn't connect to the Pixie set, it acts just like a CW code practice oscillator. If it connects like this, which the antenna's cable bypassed the antenna amplifier, The Pixie set can be as a transmitter with small wattage, or a receiver which the signals from radio stations have been received. However, ham radio signal have not received yet. If the antenna's cable connects through the antenna amplifier to the Pixie set, it will have very good signal reception. However, the noisy level go up as well. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have enjoyed the video. Your encouragement is my motivation.